you know what I'm saying, that same pack that cost you $8 in the world could potentially, probably cost you $100 in there.
Now, one thing, of course, that sparked high interest in the last thing you did with Percy was you spoke on cigarette sales and how you seen it make damn near $1 million.
Not damn near $8 million.
$8 million. Yeah, I didn't want to downplay it. You said it. You reiterated then.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
can you just again, because I think a lot of people didn't understand like the concept of a person in prison making $1 million off cigarettes.
So, I don't smoke, right? So a pack of cigarettes in the world costs how much?
Shit, $8 for a carton of 8 or whatever.
$8 for like a little pack, right?
Yeah.
Okay, $8 a pack. So in prison, you know what I'm saying, that same pack that costs you $8 in the world could potentially, probably cost you $100 in there. So let's just say you sitting here, you got a plug, you got a mural that's bringing you in. A lot of murals, especially officers, that work at the facilities, if they are bringing in a bum, they like to bring in tobacco versus other, because let's just say if they get caught, the tobacco, it ain't another drug charge. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you're gonna lose your job, get fired or whatever, and that's basically it for the most part. But if you bring it in cell phones, cocaine, marijuana, and like that, not only are you gonna lose your job, you're gonna get a charge for bringing those drugs into a penal institution and like that. So the cigarettes are the most popular thing on the yard, as far as like just being sold or whatever. So you got getting cartons of cigarettes, and they run it through them. I done seen a nigga sell a single cigarette, you know what I'm saying, $10 a cigarette.
Damn,
for a loose.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So, everything in jail, Android phone that costs $60 in the world costs you $1,500 in there, $1,000 in there. So, and I seen niggas selling phones too make a few million.
Y'all just wanna how they charging these phones, man? Like,
shit, with the charges. With the charges, yeah. Niggas flying the drones in, bring the charges and the phones in.
Oh.
Before the drones was popular, made battery packs. You got you're gonna always have the small white boys, in there, the Hispanics, they know how to make the battery packs. And a lot of times, I done seen, white boys and Hispanics, that's how they survive in prison. That's how they make a living. Yeah. Just by making battery packs for who got phones, because like me don't know how to make a battery pack. My name ain't MacGyver. I couldn't. Well, two things I couldn't do in prison: make a battery pack and play chess.
Oh damn! You never learned to play chess?
I wanted to learn. I had my. I never sat down long enough to learn. Just to learn the moves or whatever. It always kind of seemed like Chinese to me. So I had a couple partners try to show me. As soon as I get frustrated, man, I'm back to dominoes.
Yeah,
for sure.
Nah, I have seen them hook up some wild to make a fire to make
yeah, nigga, I seen Benny Hunter on the stairs.
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah. Making rice on the stairs.
Goddamn.
Yeah. It's all kind of making frying egg rolls in the garbage can. Put the stinger in there. Put the grease in there. Drop the stinger in the garbage can. Put the plastic bag inside the garbage bag. Pour the grease in. Put the stinger in there. You fry your chicken. Fry your egg rolls. Stinger is you take the stinger out inside of an iron. That's why they stopped giving us irons to iron our clothes with, because we were stealing the stingers out of them and frying chicken and egg roll.
What do the COs say of a man cooking in his cell?
If it's a cool CO, you're a pass. I ain't tripping on you eating, but you got an asshole. They'll come through. At one point in time, it was so bad of like we couldn't even we ain't have no irons on the whole compound because we was taking the stingers out of them. So it got so bad where the warden was instructing and enforcing the officers to, if they catch, make sure that they write the inmate up. And they had started sending niggas to the shoot for a minute for getting caught with stingers. And normally, you don't go to the shoot for that. You just get a write-up, might lose phone time or visitation or something, but they had started sending niggas to the shoe for that.
Yeah. Now, I had somebody come in and do prison stories, and he said, everybody got to hustle. He said his hustle was selling ideas. He said
selling ideas.
Yeah, he'll have
he more locked up with some bitches or something.
He said that he gave an example. He said somebody was having a problem with their girl because he was looking at life sentence. So he thought of the idea to make her think that he's about to get out in 4 weeks. So he was going to write up something to show that he's going to get out, to make sure that she stays, giving him money before.
So what happens in the 4 weeks?
Oh, no, after 4 weeks, at least he had, she stayed giving money, but after 4 weeks, he didn't come home. So he's like, he used to give those ideas for free. And the dude told him, why won't you just sell those ideas that, you thinking of ways to help other inmates? So he would sell ideas. So I'm like, is that even registered to you? Like a nigga paying for an idea from a nigga, like just because he couldn't think of it.
The yard where I come from, if I buy an idea from another, then you're gonna be looked at as a goofy. You gonna nigga.
But if it works though, like is this guy like this nigga's actually hitting on like?
I mean, if it works, where I'm from, we call it, man, getting your homie some game or something. You know what I'm saying? And and telling them how to go in finesse mode or something. But talking about charging,
can you sell the game?
You know what I'm saying? They say the game is to be sold, not to be told. And I goddamn boy, if I ain't never heard no example of it, that's a cold ass example. So hey, ever since I was a little boy, they was saying that the game was to be sold, not to be told. And with that being said, if you could find, I ain't buying no ideas from. The only I buy idea from is Elon Musk or something, If a nigga can't give me the game, then ain't no way I'm buying it from you.
Now, I've heard say that they was cold with poetry and writing.
Mm-hmm.
That they would write females for them.
I've seen that.
So like that's something that you can sell. Like, hey, I'm a
give you a few stamps. You know what I'm saying, man? You could you had some in there that knew how to draw real good. And, they're on Valentine's Day, every year around that time, Valentine's Day, Christmas, them type of getting their money. They doing cards, they selling cards, Valentine's Day cards, they drawing people, girls, and drawing the couples together. I didn't even had a couple pictures drawn before me and somebody I was dealing with at that time, and I think I paid maybe $50, $60 for it. So, just imagine if he do, 100 more people on the yard. We got 3,000 people on the yard. So if he do 100 people, which he will do around Valentine's and Christmas every year, those type of niggas get their money too. It's just seasonal.
Not very.
Mm-hmm.